So I'm going to do something I don't typically do on this channel. I'm going to give you my opinion. The One Piece Netflix live adaptation has a lot of controversy right now, as do all live adaptations of anime. Why do live adaptations of anime always seem to be surrounded by controversy? It's because for the most part, most of them are not very good. Now, there are situations where they are pretty decent. I watched the Cowboy Bebop live action on Netflix. I thought that was great, but it got canceled. And I think I've seen Attack on Titan live action from Japan one time that was pretty decent. And I've heard that there's a Rurouni Kenshin series that's pretty good. For the most part, anytime a live adaptation of a very popular anime series gets announced, it's like all the floodgates have just come open. The Twitterverse is going crazy. Live adaptations and anime, when those two words are put together into a sentence, the heathens come out to give their opinions and talk trash immediately on these adaptations. Now, I'm one of those. I like to give my opinions on these. A little backstory: I have been an anime fan for a very long time. In fact, I remember in the early 2000s when Dragon Ball Evolution was first in talks, I was on old message boards and sketchy websites looking at leaks and set pictures of Dragon Ball Evolution. A young boy excited about anime, Dragon Ball, something I grew up with, and there was going to be a cool new live adaptation of Dragon Ball, only to be really disappointed when the movie eventually came out. I saw it and it was terrible. Since Dragon Ball Evolution, I think there's been this stain in the anime community with live adaptations of anime, and rightfully so. But with One Piece and how popular One Piece is right now, the fact that it's Netflix doing this live adaptation, they just canceled the Cowboy Bebop one. And let's face it, a One Piece adaptation seems kind of hard to do, because when you just look at it from a surface level, One Piece is arguably the most cartoonish and silly looking anime and manga series out there. Eiichiro Oda has created a magnificent world. It's beautiful. Storytelling and characters are on a completely different level than any other series out there. One Piece is just one of the greatest stories ever written, but it's goofy looking, it's silly. So how are they going to adapt a live adaptation with real people and create this goofy, silly looking world of Luffy, the Straw Hat Pirates, and everyone in the surrounding cast? How are they going to actually do this? We've watched a sort of behind the scenes look at the ships that they've built. We've seen the characters that they've announced for the Straw Hats and others surrounding them. There's a lot going on in this, putting a lot of hard work and effort in this, but what at the end of the day is the final product of this One Piece Netflix live adaptation going to be like? Honestly, I don't have very high hopes. I don't ever have very high hopes for live action anime series. Like I said, since Dragon Ball Evolution, I've always had this disdain for live adaptations. Anime as a medium and as content is just something so different and so its own thing compared to everything else in the world. That is why people are attracted to it and why it is so popular now. I remember back in the day when no one really cared about anime, and there was just a few of us in my school that were into it, and we didn't understand why other people didn't seem to like this. Now that the cat's out of the bag, it's cool, everyone enjoys it, and there's a specific reason for that. It is a different way to tell a story, so it is something different that we're not used to, that is enjoyable and intriguing to watch and get into. And when we try to mix it with how things are done here with big Hollywood budget TV and movie, I think they're trying to appeal to more people when they do this. I think that is the main reason for a lot of the live adaptation, is just to get more people into anime, into Netflix, putting more money into anime, into Crunchyroll, all of these big companies that have come in the United States that are primarily anime based are putting a lot of effort into these things in order to get more eyes on anime and to, just bottom line, make more money. But I don't think it's gonna be great. I think that I will watch it and have a fun time watching it. One Piece just won't translate very well to the live adaptation. I just can't see it unless it's mainly CGI. There are too many silly, goofy One Piece things that only specifically work within a manga series or an anime series of One Piece. It is the only way that that can be translated specifically like that and enjoyed by the audience. Don't get me wrong, I want this to do really well. I want this series to do really good. I want it to be incredible and get more people into One Piece. That would be awesome. One Piece is one of the greatest stories ever told. Or people getting their eyes on it and seeing it would be a good thing. Now, I think there are people that will just watch this and enjoy it for exactly what it is. They are casual fans. They will get into it. They will see it. It'll be something that they watch with their family and friends and have a good time. And that, at the end of the day, is what this is going to be. Just something to enjoy with people, to have a laugh, to have a good time, and just watch something One Piece related. But anytime something in One Piece changes, anytime there's something different than the way that Oda originally wrote in the manga, people fuss. Even in the anime community, there's a huge debate on subs versus dub. People don't like the English dub voice actors for the Straw Hats. They say that it doesn't sound like the characters. That's different, and people already don't like that. So what is it going to be like when there's completely different looking characters acting in a completely different way with different body language, different characteristics that are portraying the Straw Hats on a big budget Netflix live adaptation? People are gonna get upset. But again, I don't want that. I want it to be great. I want to enjoy it. I want to watch it and have a good time. This is just my opinion. And honestly, I think it could be good. Like I said, I saw the Cowboy Bebop live adaptation. I thought that was great, but Netflix canceled it. One Piece live adaptation is gonna have to have something in it that is just so incredibly its own thing that adds and enhances the world of One Piece that's gonna give it a running chance. We'll see if that happens. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Also, subscribe to the channel and drop a like. I would appreciate that. Cool. Peace.